ladies and gentlemen, what is happening? What happened to my screen? Oh my God. Okay. I got it fixed. What's up? Welcome to the Wrestling Wire. With me, as always, my trusty co host. There he is.
Your sexy Theo, always looking divino and fino. Ese güey, David Estacado, coming to you live here from the beach house back here. Pretty cozy, just chilling, living the life, living the gimmick. How you doing, buddy? You doing good?
I don't know what's more of a work. I don't know what's more of a work anymore. Oh God! So let's get into some news, man. Listen,
there's been some crazy wrestling news. There's been some letdowns, some let goes, It's been nuts.
Oh,
since the last show. It's been crazy.
So for starters, I was at an indie show for the first time since I don't know when, earlier this year. Actually participated in a show since November. So first time I participated in a show. And wouldn't you know it, some jabroni decided to call me out over my shirt, believe it or not. My shirt, because my shirt had a cross on the back and it said The Saint, because for anybody who doesn't know, since 2019 that I've been doing this, that's been my nickname or moniker or handle. I've been the Saint. And it was a running gag on the Boondock Saints movie, which I'm a huge fan of. Duh. That's all it was. Go look at the movie if you don't understand the character or the point. That was it. Dirty humor, foul language, didn't care, and you could get blessed just like anybody else. But anyway, so look, this jabroni calls me out because there was a wrestler in the ring called the Wrestling Saint, and he had a cross on his gear. Well, I was wearing a cross on my shirt, which is merchandise, not gear. That's not ring gear. That's merchandise. That shirt actually sold out, by the way. Yeah. The Wrestling Wire shirts have been sold out for over 8 months to a year. No, they've been sold out for over a year at this point.
Yeah, because we had them at 50. Because we had them at the convention, and that was like the last bit that we had. I remember.
Yeah, and they haven't been. We didn't have them when we went last May to Georgia for the convention. The other convention, the birthday, we didn't have them then. So yeah, they've been sold out my shirts have been sold out for over a year. But that's a merch, not gear. But I digress. He called me a goof because I was running camera with a shirt on that had a cross on it. So I'm a goof. Dude, let me help you out. I know you wanted to blame the promoters for having you removed from the event. It wasn't the promoters. It was me. I was tired of hearing your mouth all night. All night long, every single match, you were abysmal. They told everybody, cheer if you want to cheer, boo if you want to boo. Keep it clean, be respectful. You, sir, were not professional. You, sir, were not respectful. And that's what drives me insane. For somebody who's been in this industry, for claiming to be in this industry for 20 years, that was just strictly unprofessional. And you wonder why nobody pays attention to you. Okay. You want to go and body shame the talent? Mila Johnson and Ava Brooks, women's match, body shaming young women.
That's not cool.
Brother, I'm so glad my daughter wasn't there. Not just body shaming the women in the match. You were body shaming people in the crowd, dude. That's what really ticked me off. You went after other fans. You cannot anticipate or expect anyone to ever think of you in a professional light when you can't even conduct yourself with the least bit of decorum and professionalism. I hate to break it to you, but that's not how the game works.
Not at all, no.
You body shamed wrestlers from the start of the show to the end of the show. And you were kicked out right before the main event. If you want the exact moment, go have your stooge who sent you the video footage, because I know about that too, genius. But do me a favor, go get the roaming cam footage. When you see me go around the ring back to the entrance area and the camera gets shaky, that's me calling over the promoters and saying, hey, get the cop. This is uncalled for. This guy's going to get... I actually did that to look out for you because I really thought the audience was going to murder you. Not that we would have been out any amount of money, not even a little bit. We wouldn't have been out anything if you had ceased to exist. The most worthwhile thing on you has got to be your prosthetic leg, because the rest of you is just completely worthless as a human being.
Yikes. Damn.
Look, brother, I'm going to tell you, saved, not soft. Saved, not soft. When I tell you that piece of crap almost brought out the old me, I had to go to talk to my preacher the next day. And I'm not even lying. If you don't believe
clearly
me,
you're heated. You're absolutely heated about it. And I don't blame you. Like,
if you don't believe me, go ask my preacher. But I'm the one who had that doofus kicked out. The Mark. He's a Mark. He is a Mark. But he's not just a regular Mark. He's a money Mark, smart Mark. He's like a quadruple Mark. Mark squared. I don't know what you want to call him. But, dude, that's twice in the last couple of months you've showed up to a wrestling show and caused problems. For what reason? Why go?
Yeah, why go to a show if you're just going to poop on it, you know? Like, go out, enjoy the show, talk your trash, and that's it. Go home. You
want to do a write-up and a report, take a lesson from Robert Truesdale. I understand that we come on air and you know, yeah, I'm pretty famous for crapping on AEW. Do you really think Tony Khan pays any attention to anything I say? No. But these kids that we're trying to build for the future of this industry, they pay attention to everything everybody says. You cannot build the future by destroying the present. It does not work that way.
No.
And people like this guy is nothing but a cancer. Straight up a cancer on this industry. I've had to deal with him in the past. I am so glad that I never deal with him anymore. When I tell you Jabroni Mark, that's as good as that is ever going to get for that man. I am so glad my daughter wasn't there. And I'm so glad my daughter gets to go with me this weekend.
Good.
I wish she could have gone for the charity event because this meant something to me. Veterans of Foreign War, VFW post. Dude, there was almost $1,400 raised for this VFW post. That's killer. For an indie show to raise that kind of money.
That's amazing.
And you're going to crap on the product because you didn't like the wrestling? It wasn't about the wrestling, idiot. It was about the charity. I don't know where promoters and you know, we can ask promoters all day long, every day about anything. I have a very valid point in my brain that I've explained to a couple of promoters within the last 48 hours or so. Would you be surprised that more often than not, the event itself is what draws the crowd in more so than an individual wrestler? My point being, let's say you picked a television talent that's been on TV for a couple years, right? Well, maybe they just came back to the Indies. That talent's $150. You tell me that they're putting 15 additional butts in seats every time they're on a show? I don't think so. I think the promoters who've already done their jobs, the Kylan Disneys, the Ryan Brackens, the Gavin Wards, the guys, the Manny Macs, the guys like that that promote the crap out of their shows and run advertising. That is putting butts in seats. Not an individual talent, not a freaking podcast, not a ring announcer, not some jerk off from TV, but the show itself. Ask Vince McMahon what he does to talent when they think they become bigger than the show itself. Oh, because they get set. Oh yeah, my guy in the green room's doing this mess because he knows I'm right. He knows I'm right. I have not been this fired up, Jack, in months, and I am so happy to be here.
No, you haven't. I'm just let him rant. Let him rant. You good? Got it
I'm
out?
good. Look, real quick. Hey, look, it sucks about the contracts not getting renewed. We'll talk more in time about that. Yeah. But we got to move into. We got a bunch of indie stuff to cover. So let's roll that. You start with the indie thing. I need a drink. God, I need a real drink. And I haven't had one of those. I haven't had one of those since December.
Yeah, good. Well, it's going to be a busy weekend, but it's always a pleasure because he's always dropping a chisme. And unfortunately, he brought his manager involved with the show as well. Ladies and gentlemen, and everything beautiful in between, and all you wrestling fans watching, Ryan Bracken and Curtis T. Love.
Are you trying to figure out how to bring everybody on at once?
Yeah, I put Ryan. He's there, but unfortunately we got Curtis's face. There we go. That's better.
Look at that bozo the clown, Ryan Bracken.
What? Are you wearing pants, Curtis?
You want me to stand up?
No,
I would prefer not.
Oh,
yes.
I don't want to know.
You're looking great. Are you?
What?
You over here getting some gains, my guy?
I'm down almost 60 pounds.
Good grief, bro!
Thank you, David.
Congratulations.
You look amazing.
I'm glad you noticed it.
Not you, Curtis. But no, we have you guys on here.
Your gains are below the waist, buddy.
That's true.
Well, we have you guys on here because you guys have an amazing show coming on. You guys have been putting 3 shows on a month now. You have Hostility, you have Limelight, and then you have your show this week, Resistance. So, wow, you guys are keeping busy.
Well, real quick, let's do our due diligence. Ron, it's great to see you, man. I haven't got to see you at all this year. So give the honor where it's due. Appreciate you being with us tonight, man. Thank you so much.
I am sorry. Y'all normally do this on Tuesday night or Wednesday night, and I'm at church. So, because I have come to the real brother, I need Jesus. If you knew me before, you definitely knew I needed Jesus.
Well, I would rather you be at church than be with us. Because you know what? That is far more important than any indie show in wrestling and anything else you got going on.
Yeah.
Preach it, Ryan.
Well,
I don't want me to get on my soapbox.
Brother, you and I can have a conversation, and you can know what I've dealt with in the last 8 months.
Ryan's the one to do it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, you probably have a pretty good idea, and then probably it's about $25,000 later. Yeah, so you already know what I'm talking about, right?
Meet me in the middle, man. We'll go all night.
Oh, geez. We can do that Friday.
I'm old, so bedtime's pretty quick.
Same. Well, I'm not. I'm 40, but still, bedtime's early because I get up at like 3 something in the morning.
Right?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, 5 a.m.
Well, you got to get to the gym when it's empty at 4, Curtis.
Yeah,
Curtis don't know nothing about the gym.
I don't need no gym to look like this.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Oreo to mouth. Oreo to mouth.
That's right, baby.
The
Naturally,
he does
beautiful.
Natural lips.
I am divine.
You are right. There's a whole group of women that love you. They're called chubby chasers.
You're so funny, Ryan.
I agree.
Steve Hauser saying, Ryan, I found it. Hey, how you doing, Steve? Welcome. Saying
Steve.
Waffle House. All right, Ron, you coming back? Or you want me to
Yeah,
run-
I had to adjust something in the other room, but my bad.
Yeah, no problem.
I was right here though.
All right, so you guys like to drop surprises on us. You guys always put on an amazing card every single time, regardless of what show it is. Let's run down this some of these match graphics here before we get distracted again and start going on Curtis again, because it's gonna happen. First things first, we got Xander Keys, current FWA champion, versus Gary the Love Machine. That's going to be an awesome matchup. Gary's been doing it up. He's also losing some weight here. Looking good, fitting in the tights now.
We put out an open challenge for Xander.
Mm-hmm.
We did it on his behalf.
Mm-hmm.
And when Curtis put it out, Gary was the only one that responded.
Really?
Nobody wants to wrestle Xander. When people wrestle Xander, people get hurt.
Yeah. You can ask Nate Burnham about that. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Gary's gonna get hurt this Saturday.
Come on now. You can't write Gary completely off.
No, not at all. Gary has some
Are you-
moves.
Are you kidding me? We're talking about the Muslim Messiah, the FWA champion.
Any given day, man. Any given day.
Ron, what do
Never
you think?
count out
Gary,
the
Hey, look.
Gary and Xander.
Nah, I saw very recently a picture of Xander Keys, and my guy is looking jacked.
Oh yeah, when you got
I
veins on
hadn't
top of
seen-
your veins.
I hadn't seen Xander in. When were we at WrestleCade? Was 2 years ago in November. So it's been a year and a half since I saw the man in person. Okay, I hadn't seen Xander in that long in person. He is way much larger now.
Yeah, he's like a refrigerator with legs.
Yeah, he's a.
I'm like, holy crap, dude. So he looks great. He's in the shape of his life. I've got to go Xander. I don't care who it is. I got to go Xander right now.
Well, you know, I'm going to break character for just a minute. Not that I'm ever in character to begin with, but my hopes is that within the next year, we can't book Xander anymore, because I hope that someone that knows someone sees him, because that man is phenomenal at everything that he does. Period. That man is going to go somewhere because he has it. And when I tell you that they haven't had an it like that since the Sheik, or since the Honky Tonk Man, or since Kurt Hennig, he is just natural at it.
He's been on the show, and he stole the show, literally.
Yeah.
Would you like me to give you the key of what to do with him?
Hold on to him as long as I can.
Nope. Bring in WWE ID's own Sean Legacy and have that match happen. Xander Keys, Sean Legacy, because it's got to be seen and approved and all that by the E.
Yeah.
Y'all think did people really think I was telling everybody to book Sean Legacy just because he's fantastic? No, it's because I knew where he was going. I knew what was coming next.
No, Xander Keys and Sean. Ooh, that'd be a hell of a match. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, it would be fantastic.
Curtis, take note.
I'm about to get on the phone and see if I can make it happen, guys.
Okay. Look, I don't want to pay for it. I don't want to pay for
You
it.
booked this match.
No. But now, look, a 10% ROI for the idea is perfect. Okay. Listen.
Oh, gotcha. I'll send it to you in merch.
Moving on to the next one. FWA Tag Champion Buddy Flowers versus Mid-Atlantic Heritage Champion Maurice Moss. Yo, that is going to be crazy. Maurice has been on a run lately. He's been on a mean streak lately.
Have you seen Maurice Moss?
He's got,
Dude.
Have you seen the undefeated Buddy Flowers since he's become tag team champions?
I know, Buddy. Buddy's gonna be all right. But this is going to be a
but-
match.
True, but I
He's
think
also the one that busted Jamal the Titan from ear to ear,
Yeah.
and man bled all over the place.
I was there for that. That was crazy.
I did hear about that. Jamal the Titan was not happy. How Buddy Flowers is still alive after that, I don't know.
Buddy split him to his skull. Like when we went back to the back and tried to put Jamal back together, you could see the man's skull.
It was just gushing out.
Wow.
Nasty.
All right, so Buddy Flowers has a mean streak as well, but with but this is that was a tag match, right?
Yeah, it was the Ebony Giants versus THC.
Okay. So I think that's what gave him a bit of a advantage, but this is a one-on-one match, correct?
Mm-hmm. But he's also been singles champion in every place that he's ever been.
This is true.
Multiple time AIWF champion.
I'm just saying, Buddy better lay off the THC this weekend. He better get ready for Maurice Moss.
Or he might need some extra after the fight.
He'll definitely need it after.
He ain't gonna feel anything either way.
Look,
Ron,
Moss,
who do you have for it?
Moss has been around a bit. I know Moss, right? And I know Buddy. I know both of them. But there's something different about both of them right now. They both are in a different zone than the last time I've seen them. It's been a while for both of them, but they're both in different levels, different places mentally and physically. But the track record of Moss and the time that Moss has got in this, I got to go with Moss. I've got to pick. They're both on mean streaks. They're both holding gold. They both got it. They both want it. But I've got to go with Moss because of more time. I got to give him a veteran's advantage.
I can agree with that. I just, I'm always that guy that to never count the underdog completely out.
Oh,
because,
right.
We saw at the last hostility where Damon Rice had Jamari Jace beat. I mean, beat. And it was not of any fault of his own that he lost. And Damon Rice was the underdog in that match. When that place erupted because they thought that he had won and Jamari Jace just outsmarted him. That's the unfortunate thing about the underdog is you are the underdog. Most likely, you're not going to win. But when you do, it means something.
Right.
Oh, I thought we got rid of him.
No.
Sorry, beach house, Wi-Fi. Nope.
Yeah, what a problem.
Get out of here, Davin, whatever the hell your name is.
Hater. Anyways, I'm gonna say, look, I like both of these competitors. I feel like they both can go.
Somebody read that. I'm laughing too.
Yeah, I know.
Teddy Swims from Team.
Teddy Swims. This ain't the first night I've heard that.
That's pretty good. I mean, I gotta give credit. That's pretty good. But
when he gets
listen,
older, he's gonna look like the oatmeal guy.
But listen, I look, Curtis, you should take that as a compliment. Do you know why? Because I actually really like Teddy Swims. I love his music.
I might even break out in a Teddy Swims song.
I don't want you to sing. God. I don't want you to sing. No. Scott Larson from the hashtag True Show is saying, "Let's go. This is great." Appreciate you, Scott.
Thank you. I think Maurice is going to take it.
I thought you were going to say I lose control, and I was going to have to mute you.
I lose control.
Leave it that way. Leave it that way. Man.
Oh, I had to.
That was great. So Maurice Moss.
It was funny, at least.
It was great.
The guy
Timu Teddy Swims.
After a 90% discount.
Been well. So Curtis,
Bunch of
before we
haters,
start
man.
Bunch of roasting you even more. Did you decide on who your pick was going to be? I disappeared there for a second, so I didn't get to hear. I say Maurice is going to take it.
Majority rules here, guys. Maurice
Yep.
Moss is going to take it home, baby. He's going to hurt that boy. He's going to hurt Buddy.
Well,
Well,
lose.
We'll see.
it's gonna be a good one. How's that?
Ryan, if Buddy Flowers beats Maurice Moss, I will get down in the ring and kiss your feet or something. Whatever you want me to do.
I'll disqualify him the minute the bell rings.
No.
Remember, I own this place.
No.
We had one more matchup.
We do. You skipped it for some reason. How about you let me drive?
Hey,
there it is.
There he is.
Action Jackson, big motion Cam Brown with Hustle.
Nobody on the roster deserved this match other than big motion Cam Brown. I gave it to him because he is legit, and so is his manager, Hustle.
Hey,
all right.
Eddie, get that stuff off your nose.
What are you talking about?
That brown stuff you got on your nose.
Brown nose.
That's my mustache.
No.
Listen, I'm going to be very, very honest with you. I do remember Action Jackson. I do not know Big Motion Cam. So I need somebody to educate me.
So
well, Big Motion Cam used to be Baby Lotion Brown.
Baby Lotion.
Oh. Okay. Thank you. Never mind. I'm good. What?
So he finally decided to take himself serious for about 30 seconds, get a manager that guided him in the right direction, and now he's starting to make a difference. He's still getting beat every single show, but he's making an impact where before he was just a comedy gimmick.
Okay,
the fans loved, but I am glad that he's evolving here because he has talent and he has some.
He does.
And once he gets, this is angry, real Cam coming out.
Mm-hmm.
When you see that anger, when you see that intensity in him, he's there. I'm glad I get to see this and finally get to see this evolution of Cam.
So my friend James R. Hustle knows talent, and Big Motion Cam Brown is talent.
At least one out of the two of you know talent.
You take that.
So my question is Cam ready for this? But you know Hustle's going to get involved somehow. But this could probably be the litmus test that's going to push Cam even further. Because win or lose, you're going to learn something out of this.
Absolutely. Here's the thing. I've pulled Cam aside at every show, and I keep telling him, I'm like, I like where you are, but you don't need Hustle. You don't need him. Just like the Divine Embrace doesn't need Curtis.
Now I know you're full of it.
Well, I might be, but I know talent when I see it. And if Cam Brown would go off and do his own thing instead of sticking his head up Hustle's tail, Cam Brown would probably have gold around his waist still.
He's going to this Saturday.
Well, maybe. But
Action Jackson, he's a fine champion. He deserved it after beating No Joke a couple weeks ago.
I just don't think Cam's got it together yet. And I think he's got too many things going through his head with Hustle constantly pumping him up. He needs to be honest with him. Get back to basics. Take him to the ground, beat the dog crap out of him.
Yeah.
That's what a good manager does, Ryan.
Well, pumping him up, making him lose.
So my money is on the champ retain.
Hey, look.
My money is on Cam because I think if he can get out of his head for a minute,
okay,
I think Cam's there.
Okay.
Did you say that?
I did.
I mean,
Hustle, are you listening?
Hey, look. Anybody, 1, 2, 3. It's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple. It's 1, 2, 3, or it's a tap. I mean, it's not. Or the ref could stop the fight if the beating is too severe.
That's true.
We have seen that in the Indies, but it has been a while.
Yeah.
Well, it could be like that guy they set on fire and just let him run around the ring for about 2 minutes before they finally stop the match.
That was dumb. We're not going there.
Oh wow.
And now all that for a $5 payday in an envelope.
Right?
Yikes.
Exactly.
Dude, you're going to at least have to give me $55 to do that, you know?
So I have to ask, because you guys usually have a surprise. Curtis, do you have any surprises? Because I know you have something up your sleeve. You got to have something ready for this weekend.
Well, I am all about making money. So this weekend, I'm going to debut the Wheel of Punishment. This might not be a good idea, but it's going to bring in some money.
Wheel of Punishment.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So is that kind of like when you go to that madam's house and you spin the pinwheel and it's got the punishment on it?
That's correct.
Man,
So
dude,
is this
those are expensive. Those are expensive in the upper class areas, but I don't know what they are in North
knowing
Carolina.
you, Curtis?
Burlington, $5, man. Whatever you got, $5.
Okay.
We'll charge your $1.
Chicken. Oh, all right.
$1
It's
to
just a
touch
McChicken.
greatness.
Yeah, change for a 20, you got it. If you got your spot.
It's just a McChicken away. Got it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it sounds like somebody is getting punished, or sort of who got on the wrong side of Curtis T. Love. Did they deserve the Wheel of Punishment?
It's going to be me. You want to know why? Because the fans are going to buy the tickets because they want to see Curtis T. Love punished. Did you see a couple weeks ago when?
I'll buy one.
Did you see a couple weeks ago when Ezekiel Jackson? I thought it was Ezekiel Jackson.
O'Shea Edwards chopped him
Edwards
and knocked his head off his shoulders.
Yes, he did.
O'Shea, hold on. You took a chop from. Oh wait, I did see that clip. I did see that clip. That was a great clip.
It was a great clip. I might have to download that one and repost it.
Wow.
It helps put butts in the seats. That's what Curtis T. Love does.
All right, so I gotta imagine here, it's a wheel, so there's a chop on there.
There's got to be a chop. Yep.
How about a body slam?
A body slam by a wrestler of your choosing.
A punch to the mouth.
How about a slap upside my big old bald head?
Oh, I already got somebody who'll do that for free.
How about roast Curtis T. Love on the microphone for 1 minute?
These are all too easy, man. I can do this and don't even have to pay nothing.
I mean, it's oh, look, no. Open chest, chop shot. That's a good one.
He come out with booby tassels last time and did this.
I had to protect the nips, man.
I mean,
he come out with wrist tape over his nipples with hearts written on them.
I mean, I'm not mad at that. At least,
I got to give it to him. At least that's smart thinking in a way. Protect.
Yeah, Ryan ripped them off,
hair and all.
Hair and all. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, wax strip.
Yes.
Look at that guy. He hates me now. That's great. I've made another enemy this week.
Right.
I will make sure that stuff is at the dome.
No.
Oh, wax strip.
No.
Right in the chest. Yep.
Yep.
Or straight in the middle of the back.
Oh, so the back's probably better. The back's listen. Take it from experience, genius. The back's probably better. Because I went to an esthetician, or however you pronounce that crap, and they put the strip on me and went to brother. That crap was bruised for like 3 weeks. Oh yeah. I looked at them and I was like, listen, they make razors every day. I'll go home. Leave me alone.
Yeah, right.
If it lands on that one, Ryan, you're gonna have to pay me just a little bit more.
I don't pay you nothing now.
A little bit more. Come on.
I don't
Gotcha.
pay you. The lawyer pays you.
That's true. Yeah. Hey, the money comes out of Ryan, but it's the lawyer that's giving you the
I'm
money.
not. You negotiate with him, and then I still don't pay you nothing.
I'm gonna call that damn lawyer.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we're coming up on the end of this segment, guys. Is there anything else? Because
I have
the
two
interesting
quick
thing.
ones.
The interesting thing is I noticed this, and I bet you the fans noticed it too. You've only announced, well, we only covered 3 matches, so there's got to be more
There's
going
one
on.
that hasn't been announced that just got signed in the last 7 minutes.
I love
JT
this.
Moss
JT
versus
Moss.
Don Petty.
Okay.
The big boys.
Okay.
6'10" versus 6'10". Both of them are 350 plus.
Mhm.
Good God.
That's gonna be a barn burner, baby.
Jeez. That's a kaiju battle. What are you talking about? That's some
Woo.
beefy boys.
Bro, they are almost legit 3 of me. Each.
That's over 600 pounds of beefy boy. Wow. Have you reinforced the ring?
No, that's a parking lot fight. They ain't getting in my ring. Yeah, they can fight out in the lobby. I ain't got no ring that'll support all that.
Yeah. We already got the meat comments already. Big meat on meat.
Here's
Are
the
they gonna
last
slap
one,
them?
and I'm done.
Okay.
I cannot name names, but a former ALW champion will be making his return to the Luchadome this Saturday. Didn't know that either, did you, Curtis?
Nope, I sure didn't. You
Former
should have told me
ALW
about it before we got on here.
Sorry.
Former ALW champion. That could be anybody.
You sure could, because the last time this happened, it was J.R. Miller.
It was.
Yeah, I remember that crap.
Is it gonna be TDT?
That was great crap.
Yeah, hey, that guy's good. I like J.R. Miller.
Yeah.
J.R. Miller is a genius in the ring.
And
No, well, I mean, he
What
was
is-
under the tutelage under Benny, the Zenith.
oh yes,
So
And-
if it was J.R. Miller, it might be
Big-
TDT.
big fan of Mr. Grayson.
We don't say that name in my house.
Mr. Grayson?
Yeah.
Well, you're not in your house. You're in my
You're in
show.
my
So
house.
welcome to
Woo!
the reality check, there,
That
big
guy's
guy.
a chump.
Well, that's because Grayson busted his chops for him when he wrestled. Which one is it? Your clients? Pee Wee Herman. What's his name?
I can't believe the disrespect right now, Ryan. Come on.
I can't remember his name. Sorry.
The Prophet.
Oh,
Daniel
yeah.
Green.
Jebediah. Oh, no, wrong one. That's Enlightened. Sorry.
Don't you dare get us mixed up with that bunch of hillbillies.
Well,
We've got
before we go
Charles.
any further, you gave me some sponsors that are actually sponsoring this show. You want to run down them real quick?
Absolutely. I absolutely would love this. Who do you got first? Tread Photography. They put on the best photographs in live professional wrestling in the industry, run by Robert Fawcett. If you need photography done, especially moving photography, Robert is the best of the best to do this with. Look him up, like him on Facebook.
Tread Photography makes me look even better than I do, so they are pretty damn good.
Yeah, they must be miracle workers.
Adobe Acrobat.
Photoshop. Got it.
Dynamic Pressure Cleaning, based out of King, North Carolina. It's a brand new pressure washing company. It's a nephew-uncle team, and the uncle that we know is actually helping the nephew get ready to buy a car. He's going to help him go through school, buy school supplies for him, and he's going to make him earn it this term. So you know what? I asked him to sponsor this, and so they're going to sponsor us for a couple of shows, see how they like it, and give them a call, guys. They do a great, phenomenal job. Concrete walkways, patios, that's all their specialties.
We might
Very
need them after that match, Xander Keys versus Gary the Love Machine,
Well,
because there's going to be some blood.
what, you going to bleed again?
Not me.
Well, I mean, well, it's in North
You
Carolina,
could,
so this can happen.
Yeah, the wheel of punishment. And then last but not least,
Chasing the Graph with Houston Ball, one of the greatest wrestling podcasts. Chasing the Graph's actually chasing autographs. He goes around and gets cards signed, and he does podcasts when it comes to wrestling, similar to what you guys. But he's more opinion based versus having guests on. But he'll go into like card shows and things like that and show himself getting autographs on some of these baseball, football.
Chasing the Graph. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It took you a minute, but you got it.
Gotcha.
But Houston Ball is a great guy, and we love him, and we really appreciate his sponsorship.
What is it? What's Genius have in his hand? What is this?
They need to come get my autograph. They don't have mine yet, so
Is that the cardboard from? Hold on, is that the cardboard from the Pop Tarts box? Did you rip that? Is that what that is?
You're funny, Ronnie boy.
Hey, Ryan, the next conversation you and I have, you and I, let's schedule Friday night. We'll get together. I might have to make a trip to North Carolina.
Absolutely.
All my people.
Oh no, I don't need to call your people. The guy that would facilitate this is here. We had this conversation at WrestleCade 2 years ago, and we just never moved forward with it.
Well, a lot of things happen between then and now.
Oh my God, yes, just a ton of things have happened.
Nobody wants that. Dylan,
shut up, Dylan.
I could only imagine. I can't imagine to tell you what all the crap that I've signed. I've signed chairs. I've signed table pieces, shirts, people. Cards.
It's the nature of the business.
Oh, I have a gimmick for you. I actually, and I'm gonna sell you this gimmick, Curtis. You can just cash app, PayPal, whatever you want.
Oh boy, here we go.
I got a gimmick for you. You're gonna love this. Do you read off of a card, or do you actually use your cell phone when you're ring announcing? Because I saw you were offering your announcing services.
I don't need no card, no cell phone. Everything I've got's right here, Ronnie.
Well, except for a brain, because you're walking away from money. Listen to me, son.
Woo!
What you do is you take your ring announcing card that you wrote the stats on, you flip it over, and then you sign it, and then you go sell them in the crowd.
That's
genius.
I know it's genius. I've only been doing it for 2 years.
I'll
$40, Curtis.
I'll send you a couple dollars.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anyway, guys, thank you.
This has been great.
This has been fun. It's been a blast.
And I've been
calm. Been too long.
This is a calm one for us, David. Normally, I get wound up and I go to town, but I stay calm tonight.
Well, it's because Ron blew the gasket at the beginning. That's why.
I took the
you
heat
took
on
all
this
the heat tonight. I appreciate it, man.
I needed this. I needed it. Like I said, I definitely needed to get some of this out. So.
All right, so one last time, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is going to be the matchups. You don't want to miss out. Xander Keys versus Gary the Love Machine. Buddy Flowers versus Maurice Moss. I can't find the other one. Ron, you put it up.
Bro, they're all three together. What are you doing? Look, 1, 2, 3. You keep skipping the first one.
He can't count. David can't count.
Jackson versus Big Ocean Cam. And then just announced here on the podcast, we have JT Moss versus
Don Petty.
Don Petty.
No, Don Petty.
Yeah, Don Petty. They can, the ceilings are super low in the dome.
Yeah.
So when they get in the ring and they stand up, they have to dodge beams.
Somebody go bust their head.
Oh, that works because like I'm short, so I'm fine with that. Like I'm 5'6".
So yeah, if this is just the mayhem that's happening here on the podcast, imagine the mayhem that's going to happen this Saturday in Burlington, North Carolina at the Lucha Dome. You don't want to miss out.
This Saturday night, come out to the most divine brand of Alpha Underground. Resistance, baby.
Masada gave me his blessing to skewer, and I'm making it everyone's problem. So Ghazi's a deathmatch wrestler and wants to
Mhm.
skewer people. Lucha Dome next Saturday will be more fun because I'll get to skewer a mouse.
Well,
Who's the mouse?
I'm going to plug something for about 5 seconds. Next Saturday, Raven Havoc and his hardcore wrestling is coming to the Lucha Dome, and they are going to do a show next Saturday in Burlington at the Lucha Dome. So come out and support them. When I tell you this will probably be the largest hardcore match or hardcore show in the Southeast, because the names they have coming in are absolutely crazy.
Ryan, you just dropping bomb after bomb after bomb.
Yo,
I got the guns out, baby.
All right, because we do partnership with you guys at FWA and Alpha Underground. If Raven wants us to pop that show, we got you because it's for Lucha Dome. Okay,
I'll let him know.
Yeah.
Wow. Cheeseman dropping tea every time. Ryan, this is why I love having you on here. You're always dropping bombs like that.
I just tell it. I don't hold nothing back.
This is true. This is true.
I can't go to that show because I can't get blood on my suit. It's a $5,000 suit.
There's a weight limit for people who come through the door that day. Your ego is more than is allowed.
Your belly's bigger than mine, Ryan. I don't want to hear it.
This is a PG show. I could have said something really vulgar, but I decided
Raven
not to.
Havoc and Ghazi in the same room at Lucha.
Family
That's
show.
Crazy, Ryan. That's gonna be nuts.
Yeah. That whole show, just what I know of it, would be the main event at any death match across the U.S. All of the matches would be main events.
Just the Carolinas, Virginia.
No, I'm talking about all 50 states.
Yeah, I need to make some calls.
Yeah. Holy crap!
I'm gonna make some calls. And
Ryan, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I might be in North Carolina next week.
Come on, man. I'll be running music. You can hang out with me.
Just for that.
Oh, nah. I'm gonna show. If I'm showing up, I'm gonna announce.
Well, you got to do it from where I'm doing it. Have you ever been to the Lucha Dome?
No. You don't have a wireless microphone?
Yes.
Okay, then I can walk in the ring. There you go.
That's fine. But I can put you on a spotlight dead center of the stage and have you come out to your own video package.
I've already got interest music and everything.
When's that little chump
we gotta have
ring
a
announcer coming back?
Video for you, man. If you're coming to the Lucha Dome, we're doing it right.
Oh God.
When's that little chump ring announcer coming back, Ryan?
You guys fired him. You better bring him back if you want him back.
Uh-oh.
So this is next weekend.
Yeah, the 7th is our show, which is Saturday. The 14th.
This is Saturday.
Yep, is next Saturday, and that is his Sinister Pro Wrestling, I think is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you, he's flying guys in from all over the country.
Potentially all over the world, because some of the people I know that run with those cats. Well, okay, never mind. You're talking hardcore, not deathmatch, right?
No, it is a deathmatch.
Oh.
He is strictly deathmatch.
Yeah, of course, it's Raven freaking Havoc. Yes.
Well, no. Okay, yeah, there's there's a fine line in there.
Yes, there is.
There's a really big line in there.
And Raven jumps clean over it head first every time he has a shot.
Every freaking chance he gets, Raven does it. Oh, I know.
Is Hardcore Holly gonna be there?
Good night, everybody. On that,
note,
I thank y'all for coming out. You know, everything was going good.
What is with the penguin wave? What is that? It's like the penguin.
That's the divine embrace, baby.
He's got arthritis in his hands. That's all he can do.
Divine embrace. That's the symbol of the future of wrestling.
Oh, see, I thought that was the fingers that the prostate doctor used.
Yeah. Well, he went to Well, when he went to the dentist the last time, he thought it was the prostate inspection doctor. He said, "Hey, doc, where do I put my pants?" The dentist said, "Hey, right there next to mine."
Well,
When you coming to the Luchadome, Ron?
Yeah, we need to make that
Probably.
happen.
You know what? Man? If I'm not working next weekend, to hell with it. I might come up next weekend.
awesome.
Dead
I might,
serious.
I
If
might
I'm
show
not
up with a
working,
clipboard with your name on it.
you can show up with a clipboard with my name on. I don't care. You better have some money in that joker.
Don't
You
worry,
got
it's
something
soft.
in it.
Well, it was an absolute pleasure. This has been a blast, guys. Thank you so much for doing this. This was awesome. I hope you guys have an awesome show. It sounds like you guys have just a banger of a night ready for everybody. Again, this is FWA American Lucha Wrestling this Saturday. You don't want to miss out. Alpha Underground. It's going to be an amazing weekend, an amazing show.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all having us. Curtis, go hide in the closet or something, man, until Saturday.
And Ryan and all you nerds that show up this Saturday night, make sure you take a shower before you come in my building.
That's the one thing I can agree on.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to pass deodorant out at the door. But we will.
Dude,
God.
Burlington is loaded with Dollar Generals. It's not that hard.
It's not.
The Ollie's right next door.
Yeah, exactly. And the Dollar
Ollie's
General
is-
on the other side of the Ollies.
It is.
I've only been to Burlington like twice, maybe.
You ain't
So
missing nothing.
that's why I
Besides
said
the
I've only been there
besides the
twice.
Luchadome. I mean, the
Besides
Luchadome
us.
is way to- Yeah.
Well, me.
Well, yeah. Well, thanks, Ryan. Well, thank you again, guys. You guys have an awesome
Appreciate
night.
y'all.
And
Y'all have a good
All right.
night. Appreciate you for having us.
Thank y'all.
Curtis, take Saturday off. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Don't say that because I can't make it this Saturday.
No. Curtis can take the weekend off.
Oh,
I'll take over. The show will be a whole lot better for it.
I've opened my weekend up this weekend. I'm going to be there.
gotcha.
Oh boy.
Threaten
Oh,
me.
you heard it. Oh Lord, he's out.
All right.
All right.
All right, man. Thank you
Appreciate
again.
y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Yup,
You
Ryan.
too.
We'll catch up this weekend, bud.
Wow.
Dude.
Oh, that was
This-
pandemonium. And before the show even started, like they're having if that's the craziness that's happening, imagine what's going to happen at the show.
Right. Oh man. So this is going to be a fun. That looks like it's going to be a fun show, man.
3 bombs he dropped on us. A match, well, 2 matches, and then the Sinister Wrestling Society next week.
The Sinister Wrestling Society thing is insane. Number one,
Mm-hmm.
but the big boys match 6'10", 6'10", 350, 350. That's some meat in that
JT
joker.
Moss and Don Pate. Those are some big boys, let me tell you.
And then the other thing is a returning champion.
That could be
Ain't even
anybody.
It could be anybody, right?
I'm hoping it's TDT. Just to upset Curtis.
Well, I mean, I was trying to. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to get the Zenith taken care of over the weekend, but I don't know what happened there.
Oh dang, that's a shame.
I don't know. Yeah, I reached out. I kind of reached out to Benny.
Mhm.
You try to make stuff
Some
happen.
deals.
Yeah. Well, no, not even a deal. Just trying to look out for, just look out for people. You know what I mean.
I hear you. I hear you.
Night 1 for me back from injury was no ring deathmatch tournament. Night 2 is a tables match. Night 3 is a death match with Mouse. Night 4 is no ring match for Carnival.
Ghazi's just feeling themselves right now. They're just hyped up about this match.
Yeah. Taking the crown of violence that The ultra-violent beast Masada has warned. Okay. Look, all love and respect to Ghazi, but that's some crazy stuff we be seeing.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
Ghazi wanted to unveil something, but I think we're gonna have to give them some their own time for that. Because did you
Yeah,
get the pictures?
I did. I actually the yes, we're going to do I had thought about this earlier. I have been stupid busy with work. I have a couple of contracts that are just insane,
Yeah,
insanely
I've been working
demanding.
on projects. Trust me, I get where you're coming from. I'm finishing up commentary and doing
Right.
these projects. It's been. I'm glad to to stay busy. I'm glad
Well,
that I have something outside of work.
I'm leaving at 6 and getting home at 6. Like it's hectic, and that's not including if I go to the gym that morning before I go to work, or or I got church after or whatever. It's been insane. Um, but I had a vision that I needed to relay back to Ghazi, and I just haven't had a chance to. And well, Ghazi's listening, so that works. What I want to do is when we go to promote one of the next shows, unveil the title then. We do a preview show and we show a couple of matches, and here's the new CUM title from PWA.
Yeah.
PWA's CUM title.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that's the way. I feel like I like that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, he said, "Yup, I'm here." See.
There
So
you
what
go.
do you think of my idea, guys? The next time we go to talk about a PWA show, we'll unveil the title right then and there. Just a thought, just a theory.
A game theory.
Look, I am remotely okay, kind of decent-ish at what I do. It's only been going on for 6 years.
Only 6. Yep. Canadian.
That works for me. Perfect.
Fantastic.
So we know that's what we're doing. I've once again, I want to give a shout out to Kylan Disney and Travis Trammell for over the weekend. The show, the charity show, the VFW show was fantastic. It meant a lot for me to be there.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
I hadn't been at a show in a while. I hadn't worked a show in a while. And those guys put on a show that had everything. Everything. You had every single bit of wrestling style there, and it worked.
That's how a show should be. It
I
ebbs and
it,
flows.
it was an enjoyable show from front to back, and I had the best seat in the house because I was up against the ring the entire time with the video camera. So
Nice.
like doesn't get much better. And I'm not going into details on uh any, anything else to do with the show as far as you know what transpired with me there. We've already talked about the moron in the crowd. We don't care. He was ejected. Nobody was worried about that.
But you already mentioned how much the charity did go pretty well, correct? Like you did raise a good amount of money, right?
Yeah, the charity raised a good amount of money.
Always working deals every time. My man.
Once I'm sorry. Okay. I gotta, bro. When you're doing it on the fly,
Yeah,
you gotta make occasionally. You gotta do things.
Uncensored, unscripted, baby.
And then look, not only that, I'm gonna be blatantly blunt and honest with you. It's past my bedtime. I am normally in bed by this time at night, man. That ain't no joke. I have like I said, I get up at 3:00.
Well, we're supposed to have something else going on.
We do. I just need a minute. I'm working on that.
Okay.
I've been working on it.
Works for me. Okay.
Dude, Scotty's over here. He ain't lying.
No, Ron over here making deals every time. Every time. I don't blame him.
You got to do something. I mean, you got to do something. Yo, real quick, what do you think of the School of Morton thing?
I was a little saddened to hear about it, but at the same time, they're just. It looks like they're restructuring. Right? Is what I took from it.
Are they? Oh, so they're just going to be a traveling show instead of that?
The school? Yeah, instead of the school.
Oh no! I got pants on. No. I wear khakis every day. The only thing I changed was my T-shirt because I don't want to wear my company work shirt, unless they pay me to wear that. Marketing and money. I'm good about money. I'm really good about. I love to spend it though. I'm good about money, but I love spending money.
Yeah, because he mentioned it's going to be like he's ready for his next chapter. So maybe he's planning on opening up, because he's part of NWA now. So,
well, I don't see the need in another Tennessee-based NWA traveling show. I don't see the point in that. You've already got Kazana up there. You've got the one they're tied in with in Ohio, and isn't there something in Florida? So yeah, you got that. Unless he's moving to Georgia, like Ricky and maybe Ricky and Robert are going to do something from Georgia. Okay, that's an whole another ball game. That's possible, but
I think it has to do something with NWA. See, he may be doing something with them.
This is true. That would, Scotty, I just don't agree that putting another spot in Tennessee is a great idea. Unless, I mean, if one's on the East and one's on the West, maybe. But my thing is, I need to see more territory. I actually want to, believe it or not, and everybody's going to think I'm stupid. I want to see like a Maine indie fed or a Michigan indie fed or I want to see one freaking Connecticut. I don't know. New Jersey, New York. Throw something different into the territory for the NWA. All right. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have a guest. Let's find out.
Oh, boy.
Are you there? It's Jackson's.
What's your favorite person, Ron?
I don't know. It was. Yeah, Jax was just here. That's my point. Jax, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. I don't know what happened, and I'm very sorry.
That's all right. I'm out here in the woods, so I don't have that great of signal, as you might know.
Yeah, as long as you aren't outside the woods at my house again, we're fine.
Just came in to giggle a little. So Gaza
I
said.
will never tell. I'll never tell.
Uh, okay. Um, we've been on money making terms, so let's keep it that way.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Uh, anyway, so Jax, you have a match coming up this weekend, and you are going up against Dion Johnson. You are defending
Whoa.
your CPW heavyweight championship.
Yes, that is correct. I will be defending my CPW championship against the NCW original Dion Johnson.
That's Dion Black Cat Johnson, right?
That's just Dion.
Or just Dion. Okay.
No, I, he's not a black cat. If he was a black cat, yeah, he'd probably be roadkill by now.
Oh God. That's yeah, that I can see that. Um Now you brought up NCW, and there's something fishy that I need to answer, or I need to ask you about. What is it with this? I keep seeing somebody tried to steal the NCW title.
I didn't steal it. I won it. I beat Crucifix for the championship.
Okay.
I pinned him in the center of the ring. I reached my hand out for the belt, and the referee gave it to him instead.
What?
Huh.
They said it was a non-title match, but I said I wanted the title. But nobody wants to listen to Jax. So I might as well make them listen.
Okay.
And how do
Well,
you plan on doing that?
Well, I already took the belt. It's mine. And the only way they're going to get it back is if he comes and gets it. And if Casey wants it back, then she can come and get it too.
right. Yeah, you know what? Big dog, you can keep that belt. I'm not coming near you for that belt.
You better not.
I'm not. I don't know about anybody. I am not.
Are
I
you
just know I know I'm safe to ring announce for you, and then I got to get away. That's how that works.
Yeah. Yeah, you know how it works. You're the only smart one out of everyone here.
Well, I appreciate that. If
I
I
bet
wish
you
more
do.
people, I wish more people would think the same way. It
So
might make my head hurt less.
I gotta ask, are you training? How are you preparing yourself for your matchup with Dion?
Well, let's just put it this way. Everyone knows that I have children, right?
No,
Yes.
I
Well,
did not know that. So
yes, I
okay.
have children. I have two beautiful, wonderful balls of terror that I have been raising over the past 4 years. And my youngest recently got attacked by one of the pigs that I have in the backyard. Let's just say that the pig is now in the freezer, and that's how I planned on training, was by wrestling that hog every day, but decided to take a different turn by, yeah.
Eliminating
Okay.
the hog entirely.
Yeah. Okay. So you got a little overzealous there in the training and getting the payback there. Okay.
But yeah,
So that's
mentally,
physical. Yeah, that was about to follow up. Physically, it seems like you're ready. What about mentally? How are you preparing yourself to kind of? This is a veteran of sorts. He's known for his knowledge and his expertise. Like, do you think you have the advantage here?
Physically, I have the advantage. Mentally, I kind of stray off topic sometimes in the ring. So I'm trying to just pull all the pieces together, make sure all my cookies are on my tray without spilling any. Kind of hard because sometimes the cookies have feet and they like to walk off the tray. But yeah, I'm just trying to pull everything together and just really focus on Dion, which I think I can do it. I'll be fine. I beat him last year anyway, so
Yeah.
I don't have
Well,
to try too hard.
I mean, if I was look, I'm gonna put it out there, and if I was a betting man, I'm putting $5 on Jax. I'm putting $10 on Jax. I'm putting money on Jax.
Yeah, I put my money on Jack's retaining.
Oh, well, thank you. As
Uh,
long as I get to keep half the money.
Jimmy Ward says I ain't been in here a minute, and he also said, "Hey Jax, can we get the NCW title back to its rightful owner?"
It is with its rightful owner. I beat Crucifix. I was the last successful trainee of Norton Lewis, and if anyone in that building is entitled to have that title, it is me.
Mr. Ward, you have received you have
Your
The,
received
answer.
an- the
money?
answer is no.
So the answer is no. Okay.
No. And if you send your little boy to come get it, well, I hope you're ready to receive a body bag.
Wow. Wow.
Or a box, whichever you prefer.
Wow. Jimmy, what do you think of that? Like, you're in the comments. You're listening to Jackson saying, "Are you going to find a way to get the title back? Are you going to try to get someone to get the title back, or elect somebody to try to get that away from Jackson Sane?"
Crucifix can come try and get it back, but I mean, I think he is personally too scared to do so. I mean, here's one thing, and I'm going to say this because I'm on the top of the mountain right now. I have two championships. I have the CPW title and I have the NCW title.
Well,
I also I also still have the Holiasco title, even though that's not part of the show, but I'm going to say it anyway. I still have three belts, and no one can take them
dude,
from me.
yes, you do.
Hmm.
You have the Holly until later this year.
I do. And no one's going to take that from me. No one's going to take the CPW title from me. No one's going to take the NCW title from me. Heck, we should have just called this the Jackson Sane Show because I'm the only one that did a promo too anyway. I'm the only one that's willing to stick my neck out there and take a chance. Everyone else is too much of a scaredy cat to do so.
Well, Jimmy Ward says, "Well, it wasn't up for grabs."
Yeah.
So why did I grab it?
Ooh,
He's got a point, man.
yeah, yeah.
It's with
Jeez.
me. It's sitting
Wow.
right beside me.
Yeah, man. Look, Jax, I know come Saturday, you're going to be in for a match with Dion. I am hopeful. I am hopeful when I say this that I think avoiding anything else outside of your match with Dion. He is a crafty veteran, and he's Union's hometown homeboy. Avoiding anything outside of that match would probably weigh in better on you in that matchup. You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down?
I'm picking it up. I'm picking it up.
Okay. Just, I know that you are not worried or concerned or anything. But however, I want to make sure you take care of business.
Yeah. Jimmy Ward saying grabbing it and winning are two entirely different things.
Swiper, no swiping.
Well, you're too late.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if that's going to stop him, Jimmy. I think he still swiped it. He's still going to swipe it if he has another chance to do so. But yeah, my money would be on Jackson Sane winning this one. Any words you'd like to say to Dion and Jimmy Ward since Jimmy's watching?
What I will leave for Dion Johnson. Dear Dion, I hope you bring your brain with you to the match. Because if you think that you can just go in there and treat everybody else, treat me like everyone else, you can't. I am younger than you. I am stronger than you. I am faster than you. The only thing that you have on me is your knowledge and your finesse. I know you can out wrestle me. I know you can outthink me. But you will never overpower me. And I plan to dominate you like everyone else I have this year.
So Jax,
That might be right up his
Jimmy
alley.
said we may hang that sucker over a ladder. The best man climbs to the top and grabs it.
That's the best damn idea that man has had in a long time. I'm in.
A ladder match.
Wait,
A ladder
he just
match for the NCW title? Yes.
Wow. I don't know if that's going to happen this weekend. I don't think
No,
that's this weekend.
not this weekend. Not this weekend.
It would. Could you imagine you showing up to an event that ain't had that announced, and all of a sudden, here I am? Like what?
That's crazy.
That would be
No,
insane.
really? No, not this weekend. This weekend, I am focusing on one thing and one thing only, and that is Dion Johnson.
Gotcha. Well, we are going to go ahead, and you are our only representative.
I'm the face of the company.
I think that's an excellent idea. I'll get with Chris Fix about it. Maybe the August show. Hey, Jimmy, what's the date of the August show? Please don't say the 9th. What's the date of the August show? Just don't say the 9th. That's my only request. But Jack, seeing as you are on here, you are the face and current voice of the company. What we're going to do is we're going to run down all the matches.
All
and
right.
you're going to help us out.
I will help you out. I will commentate along with you.
No. All right, Jimmy, we can't do the night. I can't do the night. I cannot do the night. It is the night. I can't do the night. Unbelievable. Amazing. I'm already booked for August night. That's why I was like, please don't say it's tonight. Maybe I can make both. Maybe I can double shot. I just the other show has to be earlier than the day. Oh, we'll see. I don't know. Singles match: Chris Young and Xavier Stokes. Jax, what do you think?
I don't know who either one of them are. I will be honest with you.
They are both traveling in, so let's. I'm interested to see how this one goes. I have heard of both of them. I am not familiar with either one. This should be high energy, high octane. It looks to be like a speed run to me. This looks to be the cruiserweight division on Showcase. Bryce Maddox versus Luka Daniels.
I believe this one is going to be a real stunner because Luka Daniels is finally returning to Union, South Carolina, and Bryce Maddox. I don't know if he's been over there before, so I'm going to have to say I'm going to put my money on Bryce because as much as I like Luka and believe in Luka Daniels, he is coming back from a knee injury, a
Yes,
really bad knee injury.
for like the second or third time coming back from a knee injury. It's
Uh,
ridiculous. So I am hopeful. I am hopeful that Luca has a great return match. Bryce Maddox is a beast, so it's going to be an interesting matchup. David, any thoughts? You're not. Yeah, we cannot hear you, David. Bryce was at the March show. He and Crucifix broke the ring. Oh my goodness. Wow. Speaking of Crucifix,
That
hey,
was
there you
my
go.
price. I was talking this entire time. I was agreeing with you guys. The fact he was out injury and coming back, this is a heck of a match to come back to.
Yeah,
But yeah, my choice is Bryce. And they broke the ring. That's crazy.
right. We just now were able to start hearing you again. Um, Crucifix defending the NCW title against Superior Jake Jacobs. That's going to be a good contest.
That's
yeah,
gonna
if
be
he
an
has a
amazing
belt to
contest.
defend.
Yes, if he has a belt to defend, yes, 100% agree. I'm definitely looking forward to this show. It's going to be excellent. I like this combination.
Wow.
I really do like this tag team of
This is gonna be
Logan
this.
Quindell and D'Angelo. That is going to be fantastic.
Look, I'm tired of people sleeping on Logan. That man has heart. That man has determination. That man has. I have seen this man in AML and growing into the competitor that he is, and mixing him with D'Angelo. To Pure Temptation are in for a hard matchup.
Yep.
This is going to be a fun match.
And we've been around Pure Temptation for a while. We've known
Yes.
Pure Temptation for years.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what I don't remember what they used to be called. That's how long ago I've known them. You know what I'm saying? But Pure Temptation is a fine tag team. They are the AWL Tag Team Champions, and it looks like the titles are on the line. Logan Quindell and D'Angelo, man, they get a heck of a shot. This is going to be a good one. I really do like this match.
Same.
CPW title match. Deion Johnson challenging Jax Insane. Yes, they were called Divine Dynasty. Exactly right. That's right. And I knew Divine. Shoot, I worked with him out in Burlington actually. at the King Arena, I think. Where RCW, RWC. Yeah, them and Integrity run
They
there,
were
right?
called Divine Dynasty. Yep.
Yeah.
RWC and other places. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I worked with them there. Way out there. Um I got Jax, man. Champions advantage, and I haven't seen Dion in a while. I don't know what Dion's doing. I know what Jax is doing because I've seen Jax running around. Unfortunately, I do know that Jax had a broken toe, and I'm hoping that no, he broke his foot, not toe. He
Yes,
broke
I
his
broke
foot.
my foot.
Yes. Uh, I know that's already healed. I know you're back and on the road again. I am hoping that you are 100%.
I was 100% last time.
This is
All
gonna
right.
be hard, but yeah, Jackson same mate retain.
Oh yeah, I got Jax retaining. And a matchup that is actually 2 years in the making. Allow me to explain. 2 years ago, the AWL Heavyweight Championship was held by another individual. And Antonio Morgan had worked his way up and earned a title shot, a one-on-one title shot. Something happened. I don't remember. I don't know how it went. But the title ended up for grabs in a fatal four-way. So Antonio has never gotten his one-on-one matchup for this title. He was owed this. He earned this 2 years ago. Don Furio is absolutely no slouch. I take nothing away from him. I think Don Furio is one heck of a talent. I have seen him on a boatload of shows. I have worked shows with him in the past. Fantastic professional wrestler. But all that, and I'm still going to tell you, Antonio feels owed for 2 years.
He does, and that'll drive anybody.
That big man is coming to collect this Saturday. That's all I'm going to say. Antonio's coming to collect. He's either going to take that strap, however much gold that is, that weight, or he's going to take his pound of flesh. You got your choice. But Antonio is not leaving empty-handed. I promise you that. It's going to be
My
some pound of flesh or that strap.
my money is on Antonio Morgan.
Wow.
Yeah. Look,
The
as
only
much
reason I say that is I've never been hit by Don, but I've been hit by Antonio. And let me tell you, it's like getting hit by a truck.
I can only imagine because that is, dude, I worked with him. I worked with him on a project. When I say worked with him, I mean we were physically moving stuff. When I tell you this man almost moved a bridge by hand, it's a bridge that's made of wood, understand, but it's still like beams and stuff. It was big lumber. When I tell you that this man can he can move some weight.
mm-hmm. And they're both are amazing competitors. Don Furio is no
Yes.
joke.
100%. This is going to be a fun event, man. I'm really looking forward to this event, and I cannot wait for the 7th. I think it's going to be a great time.
That's gonna be an amazing show. That's gonna be amazing.
Oh man, I'm dying laughing. if y'all hear any music in the background, I'm sorry.
We do.
So it's my kid, and what he's doing is he's playing like anime battle. Stay back. Thank you. He's playing like anime battle music and making his stuffed animals fight. So yes, we know it's from a game, son. Thank you. Yes. I don't know what he just said, but yes. I couldn't hear him. You probably could hear him easier than me. Please
Yep.
turn that music down because you can actually cost me a lot of money. Copyright infringement. Thank you. I got to teach kids copyright law next. That's fun.
Probably a good idea. So what
Yeah,
else we
that's
got
fun.
going on?
That is actually it for the CPW AWL NCW coverage for this Saturday show. Jax, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate letting everyone know that I will be there this Saturday to face Dion Johnson for the CPW title and to hopefully keep my hands on the NCW title. Because if someone tries to take that from me, I will beat the ever living piss out of them.
Well, there it was. 100%. There it was.
Yeah.
And you will beat the ever loving piss out of them.
They're gonna beat the crap out of each other. That's gonna be
Yeah,
gonna be a fight.
It's gonna be something serious. One second, let me handle one last deal. This is how I handle business. Anyway, so Jax, thank you again for being here. We are
Thank
going
you,
to
Bo.
do our standard rundown for all the events that we've got going on. And once again, thank you. And we will see you. Well, I will see you this Saturday at the Norton Lewis Memorial.
All right. Thank you, and I will see you then.
All right. Thank you. All right, man.
Wow.
So let's hit up the sponsors real quick. That's you. David.
Yep, this is me, Redheaded Witch Designs. Check out, she still has some handmade stainless steel and scale mail jewelry. Right now, she's currently working on a couple of projects. And if I could have the screen real quick, this is one of them. That's right, a Moogle from Final Fantasy. I don't know if you are aware, but the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy set has been pre-release is tonight, and it's dropping in a couple weeks. And in celebration, she's making Moogles and Chocobos. So she's already adding this to the random collection, to the random encounter collection. So definitely check her out. Check out the socials on Redheaded Witch Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and on her website as well.
Right. Shout out to Lazarus Black Graphic Media. You noticed the cool killer background that we have, and all of our backgrounds that we have, all made by him. We did have additional ones commissioned for other people, including I did have one commissioned for Scott Larson's hashtag Truth. He chose to stick with his original, which there's nothing wrong with that. I actually had that made as a surprise for the guy, under a contract agreement between him and I.
Yeah,
let's see here.
My logo. He made my logo.
Yes.
So that was great, and he has a couple other logos. He's helping me out with redoing a couple logos.
Yeah,
so yeah, definitely check him out. He's amazing. Look at that.
That's a new one. That's a new one that he made.
That's nice. We do
Yeah.
have another sponsor, but I don't have a picture for them at the moment. But
We have XWW. Shout out as always to XWW.
Manny
We are
Mac.
on the Roku network, Manny Mac, and everything. Greatly appreciate him as always and the company. So y'all can catch us there. You can catch us on extremetvonline.com, $4.99 a month. First 5 days are free. David, tell them about the others.
Uh, Ginger Nation Collectibles. They're on Ginger Nation Collectibles on Facebook and on Instagram. If you guys are into pop figures or pop figure collecting, definitely check them out. They have a huge collection of pop figurines that are available. So definitely check them out. So if you're looking or hunting for some rare, expensive signed pop figures, that's the place to go.
Awesome. We got a picture for them coming up.
Yeah, eventually, yeah. I just had a bunch of pop figures that they have for up, but I don't have like a logo for them just yet. But
Okay.
Ginger Nation Collectibles on Facebook.
Gotcha. Yeah. Be sure we get a picture for that. Once again, this weekend, if you're in the Burlington, yeah,
North Carolina area at the Lucha Dome, Alpha Underground presents Resistance. You saw them here. This is some of the matches they're going to be having, plus the 2 surprise matches that they're having. But this is it. FWA champions Andrew Keys versus Gary the Love Machine.
yep.
Action Jackson versus Big Motion Cam with Hustle. Buddy Flowers versus Maurice Moss.
And we heard about the other matchups.
Mhm.
And the other guest appearances and more coming up. Dude, there's a lot going on at the Lucha Dome.
Yep.
Somebody needs to bring a mop. Somebody needs to bring a mop.
Especially for next week. It's gonna be nuts.
Yep, and we just got done running down the Norton Lewis Memorial one more time. We're going to go over these Chris Young, Xavier Stokes. It's a cruiserweight matchup, a returning Luka Daniels, Bryce Maddox, NCW title, Crucifix defending against Jake Jacobs, tag team titles, Pure Temptation defending against Logan Quindell and D'Angelo. Dion Johnson challenging Jackson Sane for the CPW title. The AWL heavyweight match. This is going to be one for the ages. Antonio Morgan challenging Don Furio. Guys, this Saturday, June 7th, Union County Rec Center. You see the price tags and everything is here. Doors open at 5. Bell time is at 6. It's going to be a fantastic event.
And you saw them last night. Vintage Violence is going to be presented to you by Insurgents Pro Wrestling. That's this weekend, this Saturday in Eden, North Carolina at the Wright Memorial Event Center. You saw some of the talent come here last night. You don't want to miss out on a night that's going to be full of Vintage Violence action.
Stranglehold Championship Wrestling Birthday of Champions, June 21st, 2025. It's from 12 to 3. That is at Charlie's Collectible Show. It's a store. You're going to have Mark Marrow. You're going to have Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker. And you're going to have the Stranglehold professional wrestling crew out there putting on matches. I think we're going to go over that one the week before the show. We will see. I've got to get final confirmation, but we will see what we're going to do with that one.
We unfortunately couldn't be there this time. But
Yeah, we could not make it. We could not make it. We have, I have prior engagements that weekend, so I could not guarantee myself. This is your XWW schedule coming up. This actually next Saturday, June 14th, Small Bar Matthews. Friday, June 20th, Waxhaw Tap House. Friday, June 27th, Lenny Boy Brewing. And the Carolina Beer Temple, Saturday, June 28th. You've got all your schedules out for them. The only one I don't have is the full Lenny Boy schedule, but it's okay. Here you go.
Alpha Underground is the upcoming dates. As you can see, they have a show this weekend. Resistance, you saw it here, and the next one's going to be in July. Then we have Hostility coming up with all their dates. And then later in the month, they're going to be live at the Lucha Dome on June 21st.
Are we getting another one for Alpha Underground? Because they have now 3 shows, so we should be getting a third.
No, we're just doing the Hostility and Resistance.
Okay, we're not doing one for the.
We're not the Limelight. No, we're just doing
Okay.
Hostility and Resistance.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. I just, I was. Yeah, we might as well, if we're doing 1 and we're doing 2, we might as well do 3.
Yeah, they thought it would be a little too much, but no, they like that we're doing these 2. They really appreciate it.
They may as well say, if you're still listening, guys, or if they're not, and I talked to Ryan this weekend, I'm going to tell you, Ryan, just send it over. We got it. Thank you. We're good. Now, how about a pro wrestling seminar from an actual televised professional wrestling star? I don't know. He's only been on TV the last 20 years. I think he's probably done something right. $40. Get you in. From 3 to 5 p.m., $20 an hour is essentially what you're paying to sit under the learning tree of the great TNA legend, first ballot TNA Hall of Famer, Frankie Kazarian.
Wow, that's amazing.
That is what's up. That is a fantastic seminar. And anybody who doesn't know, they need to know that they need to go. So, all right, y'all. That seems to be the end of the show. So, thank y'all for tuning in. This has been a pretty fun show for a change.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, I was actually rejuvenated this evening. So that was awesome. Dude, I've been in a funk for a while.
I know, but I'm glad to see you, up and about and feeling yourself.
It's not. I mean, I wish I was feeling this. Anyway, no. That's not what I meant. What I'm saying is
terrible.
I know it's awful. I needed a reminder. In all honesty, I had been gone from wrestling nearly 8 months. Right? I needed a reminder of the good and the bad in this industry. Because the good outweighs the bad.
Mm-hmm.
But the bad just...
It
the
sucks.
bad occasionally brings something out of me that I need to let out. But it also brings a side of me out that I don't want to exist anymore.
Mm.
That's where I am. That's the conundrum in me. The good is still great, but the bad leads to the dark parts that I don't want anymore. And that's not a lie. That is not a lie. It's not some random mouth gibbering BS. Nah, that's real. That's legit how I feel. And it's been my concern with the wrestling industry for a while.
Mm.
But
it's
anyway.
awesome to see that, today kind of helped you feel a little better.
Oh yeah, definitely. Guys, thank you once again for tuning in. It's been almost a 2-hour show tonight, so
almost, yeah.
This guy's got to get some sleep because I got to be at work bright and early. I don't think I'm gonna make it to the gym tomorrow.
You'll be fine.
No. I don't think I can get enough sleep to go and be there. Get up at 3, do my process, and get to the gym at 4. I just don't think I have the time. Now I might get up early and make a really, really killer big breakfast because that sounds delicious.
We had waffles. We got a waffle.
I've got
lady.
waffle. But I think I'm gonna go out to the griddle, scrambled eggs, some cheese, a steak, and a tortilla. And
Call it a night. Good.
no, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. I already had dinner. I had it was basically hibachi steak was the seasoning. Well, the base seasoning. Then I Americanized it and poured like extra stuff that I wanted on it. And instead of rice, I made it over a potato.
Okay, I like that. You
big
got your
fan.
carbs, you got your protein and your carbs.
I wanted, well, yeah, I wanted. I'm trying to carb up. I'm trying to load up a little bit on the carbs because I was in a calorie deficit for a while. I started feeling like trash because I was in a deficit for a very long time. But I've picked it back up and I've gotten balanced a lot better. I'm still, and I'm getting to the point where when I don't eat a big breakfast, I'm starting to notice it throughout the day. So I'm eating more breakfast throughout the week now.
Yeah, same. I split it up, but yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, on that note, you just made me hungry. I'm ready to go eat some more.
I think I'm gonna eat a peanut butter sandwich or something.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have a little snack. I might go live in a bit. We'll see. But thank y'all.
Have fun. Thank you guys,
always.
everybody, for tuning in.
This
What?
was dope. Say the thing.
Say the thing. Are you want me to say the? Are you sure?
Yeah,
It's been real. It's been fun, and y'all know it's been real fun. And guess what? You already know where all the shows are. You already know where you're going to be. And if we don't see you watching the podcast, we will definitely see you
at the
at the Indies.